Alright guys, SW Collector 1 back again for another Star Wars action figure review, and today we got the Walmart exclusive Rey Jakku figure from the Black Series 3 3/4 super articulated line. Right at the back you'll see the 6-inch Black Series Rey, and then up front you'll see the new super articulated Rey. The one thing you will notice with the 6-inch one is it did come with a BB-8. Unfortunately, there's no BB-8 with the 3.5 series Rey, but she is loaded with a whole bunch of accessories, which I'll kind of go through. So yeah, here's a look at Rey. Pretty sweet looking figure. No use of soft goods, all plastic and soft plastic. And before anyone shuts off this video, I will just tell you I'm completely screwing with you with this lightsaber. It's not hers. She does not come with a lightsaber. That belonged to Darth Plagueis. It'd just be fun to kind of screw with people for a little while there. To be completely serious, so everything Rey comes with. She's got a little scavenger backpack. She has her staff that she has in this one as well, which can just go around her shoulder. And the one thing she does come with that the Black Series 6-inch didn't come with is her little scavenger outfit that we saw in the first full-length trailer for The Force Awakens. So right off the hop, we'll just kind of go through the design of this figure. The boxes in the back, as you can see, it's not any different than what you got on the 6-inch series. For those who don't have the 6-inch or collect them, I will turn this around and you can take a little read at the description on the back is the same located on the back of the 6-inch Black Series. So pause there if you like, but I'm going to continue on with the review. Yeah, hopefully I didn't piss anyone off with the lightsaber thing. I just thought it'd be kind of funny. So yeah, Rey's figure sculpt, very well done. Honestly, I kind of prefer this sculpt to what you get with the 6-inch Black Series. So I'm going to try and make my camera not suck. That's pretty good. Can we get a little better? There we go. So as you can see, the details on Rey are quite good. From the pale skin and the legs to the different shades of, I guess, beige. Throughout her costume with the outer robes and the inner robes, articulation we'll go through is really good as well. And then you've got the little scavenger pouch on the back, the hair, and most importantly, the face sculpt. I went through a few of these at Walmart just to find the one with the best face sculpt, but I have to say, I want to get the adjustment going, come on. Nope, come on, is this gonna work? There we go, kind of, sort of. There. Quite a bit better than what we got with the 6-inch Black Series, where some people didn't really like the look of it. I kind of almost refer to it as the Caitlyn Jenner look. I didn't think it did the actress justice. I think this one does a lot better and makes her, honestly, she looks a little more feminine in this sculpt than the other series. Advantage of the Black Series 6-inch comes with BB-8. Articulation wise, your generic that you've seen with what I've been showing you with this line of figures. Full rotation on the shoulders for ball joints. It's kind of stiff, so it's hard to, it is full rotation, I'll show, but it's just the joints are really stiff on these figures. As well as you have the ball jointed elbow, and the wrists have good articulation to them as well. You can pretty much break her wrist, technically. Waist is actually fully articulated on this one, unlike the Poe and the Finn, which I showed you was just the top portion. This one is full on waist rotation here. And you've actually got a little bit of an ab crunch, and not much, but a little bit of circular rotation there. So you can kind of pose her. It's kind of sort of, not the greatest, but it works. I know from my Kylo Ren video, there was, I can't remember who it was, but someone did mention thanks for the upskirt shot. So we're going to do the same thing here. So here's just a look of the articulation of Rey. So you got the same articulation as what you've seen with the other 3 3/4 super articulated figures, along with your knee joints fully rotating. And the ankles on Rey are actually probably one of the best in the series so far, just because there's nothing to hinder the movement here. It's just full up and down. You got a lot of movement here. Not really anything side to side, unfortunately. The skirt here for her lower torso does kind of hinder your articulation a little bit into getting into dynamic poses, but it's malleable enough that it shouldn't be that bad, and you should be able to still get some pretty good movement out of the hip joints. So that's kind of what you would like to see there. So yeah, the articulation, sorry, I can't talk. Articulation on Rey is very good. Figure in general, very well. Her accessories are good as well. This is just your generic staff. You can go around her shoulder. No big deal. You could actually probably fully put it around her head. There you go. So it's just around her back. Or run it and throw it into both her hands as well. I found it a little difficult to kind of get the grips on her hands working just because they're actually pretty tight right now. But, you know, the more you play around with this, well, I'm not sure if I want to fiddle with this too much in this video. The more you play around with it, the better, and it'll work out pretty well. So you can get some pretty good action poses here. Yeah, she can hold everything with both hands, which is nice. And then the hooded part, if you actually look at it, the hole is really small where her head is. So it actually doesn't go over top of her head. And you got to pop off the physical head here. Just throw this piece through the arm, put it up, and just put it down on the joint on her head. I actually really like the fact that they make you pop off the head, because sometimes you see with the stormtroopers with removable helmets, or even the 6-inch Vader, the head's just, it looks off. It's a little too big with the helmet on. Something's not right. So I do kind of like how this works, but as a result of this all being one solid plastic piece, your upper arms and shoulder rotations are hindered quite a bit. It's not as malleable as what you got on the bottom, so it kind of limits your articulation a bit, but at the end of the day, it looks pretty darn cool. I'm a fan of it. You can still hold the weapon with both hands, or just throw it over her shoulder and look awesome. The other thing that I mentioned it comes with is a backpack. I kind of hate it. Like, sculpt looks great, I love it, but it brings me back to the days of the Power of the Force 2 Yoda, which came with the backpack that you can put on Luke and put Yoda in. These really annoying pegs and really tiny holes to place them in. So it's easy enough to do when, you know, it's not on the figure, but as soon as you put it on the figure, it kind of becomes a pain. So let me see if I can even do this here. So then we gotta take her off that stand. Throw it. Let's try it this way. I always hated these pieces. Oops. So sorry about that. Just knocked down my camera. Okay, you know what? I'm having no luck with this, and it's gonna take me forever. Just wrapping it around you. You'll usually get one side, and then yeah, it's the other side is a pain in the butt. So that's kind of pretty much it. Sums up the Rey figure for you, so you get an idea of exactly what she's like. One of the good ones for sure, as I mentioned in the other video, I do like Poe the best. So for Wave 2 of the Walmart exclusive articulated figures, this finishes off everything that I'm personally buying myself. There is the Han Solo trench coat from Return of the Jedi, but I have no interest in repacks. So we've got now a new version of 3.75 articulated of Finn, Rey, and Poe, which I said is my absolute favorite. So if I had to suggest one to pick up, I would say definitely get this guy. He is awesome. I would say Rey next, and then honestly not as big of a fan of Finn, just because he doesn't come with many accessories. Pretty sure he's gonna be an awesome character in the movie, and can't wait to see how everything unfolds next week. So if you guys, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and if you got any questions or comments, put them below and I'll try my best to answer. Have a good one.